house, any assets over $100,000, you want to make sure you have a tool in place, like a trust, to transfer all your wealth. You know, a house will be good for you for retirement, but if you don't have it, you don't have that money. If they take it away, and you know, I know people that are, the gentleman, his mother passed away, no will, no trust. You know what they end up doing to him? They called the loan, kicked him out, he had to go find a new place. And they took the loan because he couldn't qualify. Although he's in first position, he could not qualify to get the new loan because his credit was bad. That's another lady in Beverly Hills. My attorney told me, Beverly Hills, the lady ended up adopting the young kid from a foreign country. Just being real nice, adopt the kids, 2 or 3 of them. Send, $20, $30, $100 a month. She's living in Beverly Hills with her significant other for 30-some years, but they never got married. She never created a will nor a trust. When she passed away, they went to court. They took the house, told the man, get out of the house, and the judge said for the kids in the country, and the kids over in the foreign country get to sell the house and get the money. By law, you got to do it. And sometimes people don't take this whole issue of finances much more serious. If you chase the cheese, if you keep chasing the cheese trying to get rich, you're never going to get there. But you're going to make the people you're working with get rich. The people that are going to make the money, whether you have, it doesn't matter if you got to try some kind of gift. But you got to see, all of us got something on our mind. But I was reading the other day, and it said that out of the 80,000 people, 80,000 thoughts we have each day, 60,000 thoughts we have are exactly the same as yesterday. I thought it was interesting. And why is that? The problem is, once we have a pattern, it's hard to break this. Right. Once we structure ourselves a certain way, it's hard to, the old dogs can't teach new tricks. That's that concept. So, but there's something on your mind. There's something. Every one of us get a new idea to do something. One person I was telling me, hey, look, you better patent that. You better call the attorney. Here's the attorney's number. And, I'm going to get to it. And then one day he woke up, and guess who was selling his product? Ed McMahon. Wow. It was $1 billion. It was a simple concept. But Ed McMahon started selling because someone else got a hold of the idea. And so you want to work, you want to exercise your ideas. Now here's the classical approach. You want to make a note for yourself. When people start a business, here's the classical approach. Create a business, then mass market and pray. That's what people do. They come up with an idea. Remember I say, how many of y'all have ideas? Okay? How many have a book idea? How many have a book or whatever you want to do? Well, a lot of people, what they will do is they'll create the business, and then they'll mass market and pray, and they're rolling the dice, hoping they hit lucky 7. But that's not how you create business. How many are familiar with LLC? Okay, those of you don't, you can write it down. Everyone, I tell all of them, everybody needs LLC, the Limited Liability Corporation. People start businesses, they do what? Business in their name. Which means if you have a business in your name and someone ate some of the food that you were selling, that you were selling food, they got sick, and your house and your business is attached to your name, which is your social security number, and your house is attached to you. If someone got sick, they can sue you and take your house. Did you know that? Yeah. So if you ever thought about a business, you definitely don't want to use your name. And the old saying is, the more money you get, the more things you accumulate, the less you want to be seen. You don't want to be controlled. I mean, you don't want to be in control. You just want to be able to control. Does that make sense? The more you put in your name, the more you control, the more you're liable. So you got to almost pretend that you don't exist. That's the name of the game. Some people like to be up in the front. I like the backdrop because that's the real world. And so the traditional approach is to create a business, mass market, and pray. So that mindset is this: build and they will come. You've heard that before? If you write the book, they'll buy it. Not necessarily. I forgot the number of how many books people write per year, but it's like 207,000 a year. And only a few of them make it on the bookshelf. And do you know how long it's on the bookshelf? 2 months. Unless you're a bestseller, they keep buying it. Every 2 months, they keep buying new books and get rid of the old books. And guess what they do with the old books? Send them back to the publisher, and then send it back to the writer, and want the money for it. Why? I've probably done every bookstore throughout LA County. And so I learned the system, how it works. And the thing is that if you're going to write a book, if you're going to write the book, or if you're going to build a business and they'll come, then you're taking a traditional approach. The problem is there's some things wrong with that idea. You'll see that in a few minutes. There's something wrong with that. So what we do is everyone is a target when you build your business. Let's say your business, okay? Let's say your business. You say, I got a great idea and I start this business and it begin to move. Okay, you're making minimum money, whatever. Maybe you're making $500 a month from it. Okay?